Good morning, and welcome to September here in Sri Lanka. We got quite the busy month ahead. Our fields need to get seeded, they need to get rolled and weeded. So lots to get done this month, and because of that, we just got to get started right away. So we're gonna take the seeder, and from the very first month I was here, when I went to the auction, I bought this seeder, and it still had seeds inside. Well, I thought this seeder was able to do both fertilizer and seeds, and when I tried to do that my very first month here, I did not realize the seeder was all the way full. So I think I'm going to try to buy some fertilizer right now and see if I'm able to load it into that since it's now empty, and then have seeds as well. If not the end of the world, because we will need fertilizer for next month. So let's just hop into the store and see what we can get. Okay, we got one bag. That did take us down quite a bit. We're probably going to end up needing another bag, but that's all right. We'll be just fine in the money department. We have some oops. Okay. It looks like I am not able to put fertilizer in. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. We will need that bag next month. So I suppose I'm going to take this back with us. And getting all out of sorts here. But we'll take that bag back with us, but yeah, we'll just have to fertilize at a later date. And then we are a little bit low on money, but that is okay. We have the greenhouse. It, I believe, has 3 pallets of lettuce that have spawned. And although it's not at peak pricing, if we're really desperate for money, we can sell that, or we can hang on to it and see about doing a contract. But we're going to be pretty busy today, so I'm not sure if contracts are going to be the best move, but we will find out. So let's fill this seeder, and almost all the way topped off, and a little bit more. Okay, we are all full on seeds, so that's good. I'm gonna take this fertilizer, set it down over here, drop this off. Perfect. And now we can get this ready to go. We have it set up so we are putting down wheat. And wheat is what we want to plant. Okay, got this bad boy fired up. Let's get it lowered. And hop right into it. So, getting this all put down, it's going to take us a little bit. I decided to keep the front loader attachment on just to kind of use it as sort of a front weight to kind of help balance out pulling the seeder. But we are getting seeds in the ground, and hopefully we can get all of this done and both fields done with just one full tank. So I'm going to get this all knocked out. Alrighty, so finish up most of the up and downs, and you may have noticed that I tried a new method. Well, the reason for that was I figured going up and down and leaving the headlands, the top and bottom headlands, like I did, I would leave less ruts in my field and hopefully trying to generate a better yield for it. Um, you know, that way all the turnarounds, like you can see up ahead of me here, well now I'm going over it and should balance out just fine. Now, I tried it, and I can't say that I'm going to do that again, especially on the next field we got. It wasn't bad, but there was a little bit of wasted product, which, not the end of the world. The seeds, it's not like we're going through them too crazy fast, but overall, I don't think it did much as far as benefit goes. I think the way we've been doing it was just fine. Didn't seem like we lost any yield on barley, so I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I'm going to keep doing it the way I was doing it, so that way it's the most efficient. But since I started this field this way, I'm going to finish this field this way, and then on the second field I'll go back to my normal habits as far as how I drive. But anyways, so I'm gonna get this knocked out and plenty of seeds to go get the other one knocked out, so I'm just gonna head there straight after. And just one little spot here to touch up. Perfect. So we get this off the field. Both of these are all seeded and ready to go. And now we just got to find a way to get ourselves a roller. The roller to lease is 2,300, I believe, maybe just around there. So obviously a little short of that. I can sell off the lettuce, or I'm gonna take a peek and see if there's a quick, easy contract. A couple things I need to do before then. So first, I guess I want to double check and use our GPS to make sure every spot of the field has been seeded. And looking in here, yep, everything's growing, so that's good. So, while I'm over here, the seeder got very dirty. Take this and clean off the seeder real quick. John clear cleaned off as well. Alrighty, got both these cleaned, and actually it says the seeder needs some maintenance and the John Deere, so that's gonna be some wintertime stuff. We will have to get these all taken care of, but for now, get these put away and then decide how we want to go about leasing the roller. So checking in over here, we do have 3 pallets with a 4th on the way, but wouldn't mind seeing how much we can actually store. So yeah, lettuce, we are approaching another pallet, 28,000. It's 1,000 liters, so we can have 28 total pallets on the inside. That is excluding the pallets that are on the outside. So, and it looks like on the outside, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 can be on the outside as well. So we can have a lot stored up, and because we can have so many stored, I think I would rather try to save those for when they're at peak price. So I'm just gonna let those keep going, and I'm gonna stop over at the shop and see if there's some quick money to be made, and worst comes to worst, we'll just sell those 3 that we have. Alrighty, so popped into the shop. There was two contracts for harvesting some sorghum, and this first one is right next door to the sell point. It's a pretty small field, so I figured I could just knock this all out super quick, and we'll have a little extra cash and be able to get the roller going, and then we'll be able to focus on everything on our field. Nothing too crazy here. We just gotta lower this little more. And here we go. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Just gonna knock this out super quick, get it sold, and we'll be good to go. Last pass. That is all done. Get this turned off, and yeah, the sell point is right here, so super quick, super easy. Get this dumped into here and have plenty of money left over. Walter also needs some sorghum done, the same thing we just harvested here, which isn't a big deal. I told him we could take care of it for him. It's not a lot of money, but I couldn't tell no to Walter, so it's kind of out of the way. And between the harvest income we just made off this and the actual contract income, we really don't need to do anything else. But Walter, like I said, he's our guy. I can't say no to him. It's $800, so I'm gonna head up to that plot of land and get that knocked out for him. Alright, here we are at this field. Gonna get the bad boy fired up now. And we are on our way. Should not take long. Everything should fit into the harvester. And his sell point is a different one that Katie was using, but it's right by my property. So basically we can drop it off on the way home when we're done. So I'm just gonna knock this out quick, and then we gotta get back to tending to our own fields. Alrighty, I'm just pulling up to the grain mill. They that Walter wanted me to unload his sorghum at, and as I was approaching, I realized I could not fit my harvester in here, especially to get the pipe extended. So I stopped by the house, dumped it into our grain trailer, and decided to pull it over here myself. And yeah, so kind of a pain, but it's all good. It's a little bit of money. And let's see, yeah, just an additional 700 for the extra income there for the harvest. But that's all right. We can get this all taken back and then collect money from the contracts themselves. Then we can head to the shop, get the roller, and get going. All right, we got our money collected, sitting at 5,700. So I'm gonna go in here and get the roller leased for us. Here's their sale menu. Still nothing we really need in here. This tractor looks nice, but it's only 1 more horsepower than our John Deere, and that's at the highest end model. So no need for any of that. But in here, let's see. Roller. I think I might have passed it. Yield improvements. Rollers. There we go. So this guy here, lease, and yep, 2,300. Perfect. You got that. Hop in the Challenger. Had to swap to this to actually be able to pull the roller. And we should be able to get these 2 fields knocked out relatively quick. And I was looking at some prices of goods and whatnot, and with the amount of lettuce we potentially would have if we get even 11,000 liters, there's a chance that we're making more money off of lettuce than we are from our barleys that we harvested. And so, although that's great to be making money, yeah, that's just, you put in a lot of work into these fields, so I'll be a little bit disappointed. But it's okay. We'll see what happens when we get there. But for now, I'm just gonna get this all ready to go and lined up, and make sure we get this knocked out. And on our way we go. So, good deal, good spread, and a few ups and downs here, a few ups and downs on the other one, and then we're just left with weeding. Is a wrap on rolling. So get this folded back up, and I'll get it returned to the shop. The check engine light came on the Challenger, so when I return this, I'm gonna get a quote on what it's gonna cost to repair it, and diagnostic. Have them run a diagnostic to see what the issue is, and the quote on how to repair it. Unfortunately, I don't have the tools to do it myself. Even if it is something I can do myself, I don't have the tools for that. So we're going to drop this here, and then I'm going to get a quote on this. And looking in here, it is 4,000 to repair. We don't have that money right now. We're just a little bit short, but yeah, we're just gonna keep this one on standby and I don't want to damage it any further. So I'm going to keep this on standby, and we're going to finish the month with the John Deere and make some money next month, one way or another, and get this repaired. Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but that's life living on a farm. So get this tucked away. So now that that's put away, gonna have to power through with the John Deere and the weeder here and get both fields weeded. It is a long process. September has been a long month, and we're still not done. We have got to get this done though now, because last time we ran into the issue where we had some larger weeds growing, and this weeder only takes care of the small weeds. So if you don't get them done right away, then you'd have to rely on Walter for a spray or something like that again, and just kind of a hassle to do and coordinate all that. So I'm just gonna knock it out with this. Kind of sucks, but yeah, we're gonna get a good yield bonus out of these fields, and then we'll be sitting pretty heading into next year. So but let's get this all unfolded and ready to go. And cruising along now, looking good. 7 miles an hour, so just gonna try to relax and get this all knocked out, and this should be our last task for the day. And here we are, last pass with the weeder. That took quite some time. It's already 5:30, but as far as our fields are concerned, they are set and ready to go. Next month we'll have some fertilizing to do, and yeah, our John Deere here does need some gas in it, so that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, obviously we had the money for it, but with the Challenger and everything, so I'm really hoping to get a contract next month for some harvesting, like that corn one I had last year. So hopefully someone's gonna need some assistance with something that's a good money maker next month. That way we can get all this stuff taken care of. But for now, in order to not fall behind, I am going to see if this will hook up to the water tank we have, and then get the greenhouse all filled up for next month. It's been such a long day, but if I delay it, that's gonna make it that much more difficult next month when I have to fill it up anyways. So I'm gonna see if I can get this hooked up and get a few pours in. And this should be our last load. So 6 total, but oh man, we barely needed any out of that, so that's good. I can keep this here, and yeah, that should be good right there. We'll just leave that. We have enough in there to top it off again later, but it went significantly faster using the truck than any of the tractors would have. So that's good to know. Moving forward, saved a lot of time. But what a day. We got a lot done here in September, and oh man, it was quite the day. Walter, did you do anything fun? Alright. So yeah, next month, some fertilizing and some basic work, and then as we get into winter time, not a lot going on, but we have a lot of stuff to sell, so should be looking pretty good. Then I got some big plans after winter come springtime with all of our money, so I think things are really starting to get going. But here we are at the end of September, so as Green Day says, wake me up when September ends. I'm Original Farming, and I'll see you on the next one.